Hello, welcome to Al Stock Trades. In this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about the stock terminal. I'm not going to waste your time and we're going to get straight to business. So, first things first, a stock market terminal usually is expensive. Now, if you go ahead and go to Bloomberg, a stock market terminal would literally cost you $2,400 a month. That's $2,400 a month. Every billionaire, every hedge fund has this terminal in which they use to get access to information, hedge fund information. And unfortunately, there isn't a one stop shop for retail investors to gather all that information. Like for people that kind of get a taste of what billionaires live like, if you don't recall, Chamath Palihapitiya referenced a Bloomberg terminal in one of his videos. And unfortunately, it's out of the hands of a lot of retail investors. So we went ahead and created a Bloomberg terminal, a Bloomberg-like terminal, a stock terminal for our retail investors to thrive. And it's called Al Stock Alerts. I'm going to go ahead and walk you through it. And these are also for our current members right now. We changed a couple things to make things a lot easier. So we're going to go through them in this video very quickly. So based off of here, when you log in, you're going to be welcome to a start here. You're going to get through all this information, start here, and then when you get down to business, you have something called an exclusive briefing. Now I'm going to go in and zoom this in a little bit so we could, you guys can see. So these are like my briefings. I talk about essentially what's going on, watch list, my price targets by using an intrinsic value calculation will soon be updated on here as well. We're currently working on that. We also have monthly meetings. So within the stock terminal, we actually come together, me including, and we actually have meetings as well. And then people can go ahead and talk about and put specific stocks that they want to educationally go over. And then we have our video meeting. We also have hedge fund information. So you see smart money, what are hedge funds doing? We also have top short squeeze. And then we also have a terminal here. Okay. This terminal allows you to go ahead and pull up the softwares that we have to essentially help you. Like, let's say, for example, you're looking at one of these short squeezes and you're trying to see, at what level, like this one here, is this going up? What's going on with this stock? So you go to your terminal here, and let's say, for example, we already have all the commands here for Brain Machine and for Trade Master. But if you go ahead and if you were to go up here to the pinned comment section, you'll be able to have access to the AI. So you can go ahead and take a look at Algo Flow, which normally costs $100 a month. So if you want to go to look at Algo Flow, you can go in and take a look at that. And let's say you type in Tesla. If you want to look at Tesla's algo flow or whatever. By doing that, it shows you that we may see a short-term rally in Tesla. And you can type in any ticker symbol you want and you get it just like that. Okay. But I put the terminal here so you can use it. So if a short squeeze stock comes in, you have the terminal right next to you to open up. So then here is the legendary pack test. This is basically specific stocks that are in, that are essentially outperformed through the backtest model. And we backtested this model since 2006. And you can see how it basically slammed the NASDAQ and the S&P 500. Again, another resource. Then we have these other things on the side, not so much part of the stock terminal, but again, it's good to hear from these people. So you have like Bill Ackman. Every time Bill Ackman says something on Twitter, every time Kathy Wood posts, or anytime Dr. The Big Short posts, you get access to this. Every time Unusual Whales gives a post, you get access to this. And then you have the Senate buys and sells. So you know exactly what the Senate does. You can just type in the command one of our amazing, beautiful members uses here and looks at what the House and representatives are buying and whatnot. Likewise, this is a stock scanner here. This is a very cool stock scanner. What it does is it pretty much basically searches not only all of the commentary of all of essentially the internet, it also searches through all the Discords, everything that retail investors use essentially to be quite frankly honest, no, I don't, but it's nice to hear another perspective. And that's the whole point about investing. You don't want to like not listen to someone because then, they might see something that you might not see. To answer that question really quickly. But yeah, and I encourage questions. So, this is really cool because you can then go in and look at specific stocks, and what you've seen here, sometimes stocks run up like top gainers and losers that we catch them early. This screener basically screens every 15 minutes. Every 15 minutes, you get a stock screening. It literally searches every stock and you can see and catch a stock before it goes up. and you have a terminal here. Again, I put the terminals on purpose near you here so you can go ahead and access a terminal. Like let's say we want to go ahead and we want to do I don't know, a Fibonacci sequence retracement. We can open up the help menu here. Look at this beautiful thing. It pops up. And let's say we want to do a chart fib. And let's say we want to do a chart fib on Tesla. You open up chart fib on Tesla or any other stock you want, and then you have a Fibonacci sequence retracements on Tesla with technical analysis to assist you in your daily trading needs, and also fundamentals and long-term investing needs. We have options and everything you could think for. So there's that. Likewise, we have these auto AIs here. What these auto AIs basically do is, let's say, for example, if you look at Bullseye, Bullseye is an AI pattern that gives you an AI confidence level. Like, for example, there's a confidence level for, Tesla going down. There's a VIX, and it gives you the percent accuracy of this. But what's also important is you have these things called golden sweeps. Again, this data is expensive. If you were to go to other parts of people, they're charging $75, $100, or Texas charging $100 a month or whatever they're charging. We have access to all that data. And what ends up happening is, like, there's been a lot of puts on Apple recently. The market is expecting Apple to go down, and these are big premiums here. And you can see the strike prices. And what are golden sweeps? Are any sweeps that are over $1 million. Essentially, retail investors are not doing this. This is big money. Whales are doing this, okay? So it's something to look into. Then we have dark pool. Every time there's a large dark pool trade, you have access to that dark pool. Insider bot. Every time an insider buys or sells something, Analyst upgrades or not upgrade, it comes in real live news. This is a feed. Every time you get a crypto breakout, which has support and resistance lines, you'll be able to know crypto signals, stock breakouts, social spikes. Every time there's a social sentiment of a company, you'll be able to see if it's bearish or if it's bullish. Okay. Now, auto heat maps. I like these. This basically tells me, and this comes in automatically as the market opens. You don't do anything. Everything I just showed you now just comes in automatically. So you can see exactly where money's headed. You can see energy, money's headed in energy. Then if you want a macro view, you can look at the S&P 500. So you can see where is money right now. So these don't have a picture. You could, because of the holidays here, you could look at where money is headed. You could look at the Dow Jones and see where money's headed in the Dow or the NASDAQ or the Russell 1000 or the Russell 2000. Heck, even crypto too. So you can see how useful this is. Now let's go ahead and break it down. So we changed a lot of things within our All Stock Alerts platform, which is a monthly subscription or lifetime access for our mastering stock market students and also bundle users as well. So here are the instructions. Here's Brain Machine. You can look at the instructions. You can look at all the equations Brain Machine uses. This is our own our proprietary machine learning technology that helps individuals essentially get a fair shake on Wall Street. We have all the CIK numbers of all of the legendary billionaire investors. Here's their numbers, which you can basically use to put in Brain Machine, and it'll basically tell you what are they doing. Here's TradeMaster. There's a video to help you, assist you on how to use TradeMaster. Here's the AI. These are just kind of all the AI commands. And what's cool is with the commands here for the Robo, if you forget the commands for the green AI, all you have to do is just hit pinned. And within every terminal, there's a pin section to remind you of the commands. So you're never having to go back and forth. And the beautiful part about this is this terminal is located right next to the community chat group. So you're able to go back and forth and talk about community members and be able to go to day trading or option trading or any trading you want, or just talk to the members and say, hey, I want to bounce this off of you. Hey, you know what? Let's take this to the video chat session because I want to go ahead and basically call you here and let's talk about this. Okay. So we want to make a platform to help retail investors thrive. Now let's give you kind of another example and how useful this is. So let's say you want to go to short borrow and you go to AMC. Or no, actually, that's good too. But let's go ahead and look at dark pool levels. So if we go to dark pool levels for AMC and we go for the past 30 days, what's interesting is for the past 30 days, it pulls up dark pool levels, which unfortunately retail investors don't have access to. You could see quite interesting for AMC. There was a huge block trade order for 40.25 million. And it's interesting here. Why this is off the charts, and it's funny because that was the bottom. So it's just really sus what's happening with AMC. I feel very bad for the shareholders, but yet again, you're battling Wall Street, and it's important to have the data to battle correctly. All right, so if you go to top sum here, this dark pool top sum, it tells you all the dark pool trades of the biggest block trades associated with stocks. Let's say, for example, you want to look at short rate. You can look at AMC short rate, and you could basically see what is the short rate of any stock you want. Let's say, for example, you want to look at the price targets of what analysts are doing. You put in Tesla, it gives you the price targets, and it gives you this beautiful diagram where it basically gives you the analyst price targets here. And then, as you can see, what's interesting here, that's why I don't trust analysts. When the stock price goes down, the analysts just follow with it. And when the stock price starts increasing, the analyst basically goes ahead and redos those stock prices to bring in the catalyst. So never trust analysts. Then that brings us to our very own intrinsic value calculation. Like, for example, if you want to do if you want to open up our very own brain machine, you can open up this help menu, which opens up this particular terminal, which is our own very own leading edge and market analysis software. And you can do a intrinsic value calculation. And let's say you want to do one for UNH, United Healthcare, and you don't care about what analysts are doing. You want the real calculation of the value of the stock. It tells you, hey, this is worth $545. So then you go to UNH and you basically see, hey, wow, it's trading at that. Wow, it said it was worth $545, but wow, the 52-week high is 558. Damn, that is really accurate. Exactly. That is the power. That is the power of this stock terminal. Okay. So then now let's also go ahead and take a look at other things that are really cool. So let's say you want to take a look at what analysts are saying. Let's say for Tesla, and these are these are what analysts are saying: overweight, outperform, and they're giving you the price targets of how it's reducing, which you can see directly of how it was reduced from the image right here that you saw. And you can also look at insider trading, how many insiders have AMC stockholders sold to protect you, to say, hey, why are they selling and telling me something different, right? These are all important. And then another good thing is when the Federal Reserve comes, you can see the exact prediction that the market expects. Like, for example, we have a Fed's meeting on February 1st, and 90% of the stock market thinks we're going to have a 4.5 to 4.75 federal funds rate. Or let's say, for example, you want to look at the yield curve. Sorry, there it is, the yield curve. And what's interesting here, you're seeing that the 10-year yield curve is paying less than literally the 1-year yield curve, which shows you that we are in a recessionary environment. This is predicting a recession. And if I may show you, there's also, I have an image here that I think would in fact, we'll just Google it really quickly here to assist in explaining this: a healthy bond yield curve. And if you go to images, it basically shows you that a normal yield curve should basically go like this. A flat yield curve goes like this, and an inverted yield curve goes like this. Inverted is bad, right? So you can see we're at an inverted yield curve, okay? So there it is. So that's essentially, there's so much you can do here. Again, you have access to literally all the stocks of the whole world and everything you can ever want, all on this platform. Overall, that's pretty much all I have for you guys. In terms of ABC, I want to keep this video just for stock terminal. If you are part of our group, you can go ahead and request this in the stock requests, and we can educationally go over it in our meeting and learn how to break down a company. Okay. But that's all I have for you guys. And if you guys are interested, there's our website. It's at allstocktrades.com. There'll be a link down below. Our coupon code does expire for lifetime access tomorrow. Prices will be increasing, but we also have a monthly plan, and you can compare this plan with our competitors and also other competitors such as Ortex, which is charging $75 a month. We're charging only $19.99. So that's basically everything that we have here, and that's all. And again, I've invested thousands of dollars in creating this. We have developers literally to assist you 24/7. We're open 24/7 because we service not only United States members, we also have members in Europe. We have members, I don't know how, but we also have members in Russia, which is like a scratch head. I don't know how. Okay. We have members there. Then no, they're still part of the stock market. Hell yeah. We have members in China. We have members in Singapore. We have members in the Middle East. We have members in Central America. We have members in Canada. Of course, we have members in the United States. We have members everywhere. So we service everyone. So we're open 24/7 as we have to be, as we are a data center. All right, guys, that's all I have for you, and I'll see you on the next one.